Hey, y'all. We can't hear you. Can you hear us? Rita can hear us.
It's not the right ratio.
That's what I thought.
That's how much space.
Wow. Well, we need to make sure television that because when that came in, I was like, oh. Can y'all hear us over there?
This is supposed to show you demonstrate.
Yes, there's a pretty good echo going on, but we can hear.
Ah, okay, good. All righty, I'm going to mute again. Bear with us just a minute as we get started here.
Spit on y'all.
Yeah,
No, we're not worried about it.
it's like being in church on Sunday. It's why we normally sit in the back.
Back row back.
Absolutely.
I'm not a back row back, so I'm a Baptist preacher spraying them. Have to get in the back.
You want to see if they can hear you?
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. I hate it when the eyes go.
Yeah, we can get his own thing and then everything goes.
Right here.
I know. Tell me
I
about
can
it.
pull it up on my
Okay.
computer and watch the chat that way too.
I got booted out when I had that. Wait,
Oh, but he was wanting to do a
They can hear me online. Y'all hear me online? Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? I know I'm quiet. I can't hear them. Sasha, Jason will have to chat today. Well, no, we probably.
Oh, I've got him muted. I mean, I've got him muted right now, so I can unmute them. But
Hey, you guys, we can hear you in Dalton.
He hears me.
we got you.
But
Loud and
Sasha,
clear.
somebody's going to help monitor
I
the
got you.
chat.
Yeah.
Okay. You're good. Awkward today. Awkward setup. Awkward setup. Doesn't matter. We're going to get the job done. Are you ready for me to get started?
Yes, sir.
This might take me a minute to get my bearings on all these charts. I got charts. Charts here. Watch all of them. There's Team Dalton, Team Carter.
I know, right?
Team online. There we go.
You got everybody?
All right, everybody can hear me, right? Jason, you can hear me, right?
Yep, he's good. Thumbs
He's
up.
good. Okay, thumbs up. All right, y'all. How y'all doing? Good. I got to be loud because of the computer. I'm usually not loud. Y'all know that, right? So, good to connect with everybody. Good to make sure we get those where
Good picture.
and yeah, heck yeah, y'all, good crowd. So we're gonna go over results first of this challenge. This is the Mission Slim Possible Challenge, right? We're about to wrap up 3 weeks of this challenge. And then you got another group that just finished up 2 weeks. Okay? So we're gonna go through that pretty quick, not to make light of it, but then we're gonna spend time teaching the program. The most important part, the lifestyle part. We've been doing a diet, been having a meal and a snack and another meal, been working hard, but now we need a lifestyle. We need a practical, sustainable way of living and eating that we can live with forever. Because things that you can't stick with forever is just a waste of your time, right? So we're going to do that, and I'm going to do my best to simplify Chibola today so that those of you that are finishing up 3 weeks know what to do. But I'm going to ask those of you that know the program very well, I want you to kind of forget what you know today. And I'll talk about why in a minute, okay? It's very important that you know how to make it sizzle again, right? A lot of times we're like, I already know all this stuff. No, you don't. Or we'd already be at goal, right? We would. So we'll tackle that. But I want to go over these results because this is great. Read the last time. All right. Yes.
How do I share this to Facebook real quick? I'm so sorry.
Okay. You
Which
just
thing I put?
click
One of these?
this little button here. Click it.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just want to make sure.
Live.
Got it.
Yep. And then you'll do the page.
Okay, I got
And
it from here.
hopefully won't lose him. All right. This is crazy. If you ask me, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Hey, did you introduce yourself?
Oh, I did. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just jumped right in
Yeah,
here.
that's the famous Travis.
Famous. You mean infamous? No, really. I'm always surprised anytime anybody says that. My name's Travis. I've lost over 100 pounds on the program, come off multiple prescription medications, and I'll save more of my story for the beginning of the class. We'll get you, but it's nice to meet all y'all. Hey, don't get out of here without introductions and all that stuff so we know each other. We family. You got to do this as a family. You have to. You need support. That's another thing we're going to talk about after we go over these challenge results. But if you are new here, I want you to think about these people, what they've accomplished in only 3 weeks and 2 weeks. Because what they've accomplished, I've seen it happen over and over and over. Folks get incredible momentum. They put forth and invest so much effort, get this kind of momentum, then they have some sort of misunderstanding with the program or with the scales. And the next thing you know, we've digressed and we're having to start over. Okay, this is incredible. This really is. It's hard for people to believe that these types of things can be accomplished in such a short time. First of all, I have to give it up for our online group. They have a massive lead. So congratulations to our online group. Now, it's not over till Sunday at midnight, this 3-week challenge. But boy, it's been good. And y'all be glad to know that Cartersville is in second place. Cartersville's starting to run away with it. I don't know what's got into the group over here, but man, it's something else. So, okay, I think this is right. All right, online. Almost 3 weeks concluded, and I'm going to use the username and not the person's name. Lee has lost 19 pounds in 3 weeks. Holly Ann, 17. Jay Penny, 14.9. Sand Jan, 13.6. Haven, 13.2. Love, 12.4. Becky Harrison, 12. Shirley May, 11.8. Cass, 11.8. PBD 680, 11.4 in only 3 weeks, y'all. That's crazy. How about giving them a round of applause? I think more importantly is the percent of body weight loss. Okay, because when I had a lot to lose when I started, I was nearing 330 pounds. So I lost 44 pounds in 6 weeks. I had a lot to lose. But from a percentage of body weight, it wouldn't have been as good as some of the folks that's been in this challenge. They're outperforming anything I ever did. So you've got Lee Fan, 10% of body weight lost in only 3 weeks. Holly Ann, 9%. Then I'm going to jump down to walk miles, steps. exercise reps, Pam Price and Becky. I don't, these girls are crazy. Pam Price, roughly 200 miles walked in 3 weeks. Becky Harrison, 100. She keeps going. She's going to wind up Panama City now. Becky Harrison, 176.9. Pam Price, 508,821 steps in only 3 weeks. I always said if you could follow this program and get 1 million steps in 1 month, you disappear, right? And she's daggone, she's about to do it. Becky, 399,506 steps. They're just walking the pounds off, and lots of exercise reps. Way to go, online folk. Good job. Team Dalton. Let's jump to Team Dalton. I'm gonna have to expand this a little bit. C. I'm pronouncing it wrong. I'm certain. Kranzian, 14 pounds lost in 3 weeks, almost 3 weeks. Way to go. Angie, 12.9 pounds. Cindy, 12.2. Slim down, 10.8. Jay Fletcher, 9.8. Polly Jones, 9.5. Polly, way to go. Way to go, Polly. I see you. Anacana, 8. Jason Whitener, 6.6. He's trying to he's trying to show the way for the team. Tammy, 6, and Lee, 5.2. Now, if you don't think 5.2 in 3 weeks is good, first of all, look at this 5-pound fat model, okay? And then think about how many 3-week sessions there are in a year. How many 3-week sessions would there be? 3 going to 52, how many times? 14? So what's 5 times 14? 90? 70. So that person's on pace to lose 70 pounds. Incredible results. Percent of body weight loss, slim down, takes it with 7.2% of body weight loss. And Cindy, I think that's our Cindy on our Dalton team, 7% of body weight. Good job. Got Jay Fletcher, 105 miles walking, and Jay Fletcher, 465,000 steps walked. Goodness gracious. Jay Fletcher's running away with it for Team Dalton over there with the steps. Good stuff. Good stuff. Team Cartersville. If I call your username since I'm here, we want you to stand up because y'all are killing it. We got somebody here that might win the whole thing. Okay? Lars Thunder. Who's Lars Thunder? Larry's not here. 18.6 pounds in almost 3 weeks.
Wow.
April Johnson, 13.5. Georgia Mountain Girl, 13. Did I call y'all here? Hey, you gotta stand up. April's 13.5. All right. Good stuff. 139, whoever you are, 11.8. Hey, way to go. Good job. Man, that's awesome. Billy Walls, 9.5. Way to go. Way to go. Good stuff. Lisa, 8.6. Krista Lofty, 4.6. And Patricia Hurd, 4.6. Percent of body weight loss, Lars Thunder, 8.8. He's killing it. April, 7% of body weight loss. Man, 6.5. Way to go. Good job. Less than 3 weeks. Do we all get that? That's significant. Lisa Ray, Georgia Mountain Girl, 4.5 and 4.3. Patricia, 3.6 of your body weight. You're going to disappear. Every time I get close to you, I hear a broiling sound. Like something's broiling. Billy, 3.3% of body weight. Awesome job. Krista Lofty, 1.6. Now, big round of applause. Dalton's kind of running away with it on the exercise stuff. Cartersville's a little behind on the exercise stuff. So y'all got to give it up for your number one. This really does my heart a lot of good here. For your number one. Walking miles, Patricia Hurt, 140 walking miles in 3 weeks. Steps, sister's got 346,933 steps. And Lisa Ray, 2,400 steps. Good job. Good job, y'all. Now, oddly enough, the second group that started a week later, some of them online may take the whole thing because some are getting even better results. JB Johnson, after almost 2 weeks, is down 18 pounds. I believe it's Colbert, 15 pounds. Restore Farms, 11. Mary, 10.1. We'll stop there because they're still in the middle of this thing. So JB got a chance to take the whole thing, 18 pounds in less than 2 weeks. We had somebody, if y'all remember, the first week that lost 16. No, there was a lady, and she dropped out after the first week. So the thing is about consistency, and you got to keep going. You got to keep going. You got to keep going. Colbert, 7% of body weight in less than 2 weeks. Lots of walking miles going on there. We'll do a big deal for them next Saturday. Cartersville, the group that started a week behind, Say Corey. Who's Say Corey? 7.4 pounds. Sharon, 4.6 pounds. Way to go. Awesome job. Less than 2 weeks. Dina, 3.8.
Right here.
Dana, get up. Dina's killing it. Divine, 1 pound. Say Corey, 3.7% of body weight. Sharon, 3% of body weight. Dina, 2% of body weight. Good job. And check this out. Sharon and Dina, we got, I can't read too good. IFLR, 68.5 miles walk, 158,000 steps. Dina's got 63.4 miles and 148,000 steps. You walking that off. And then you got Sharon at 52.6 miles and 121,000 steps. Awesome job. Awesome. And Dalton. We got one person. One person. Dalton, what are we going to do with y'all over there? What's going on, switch handler? Dalton had one person start the second week. Anaconda, or is still in it after almost 2 weeks. 3.4 pounds down. Great job. Great job. So good stuff. We got that out of the way. My name's Travis. All right, I've lost over 100 pounds on the program, and I did that all. People, now I talk a little bit about exercise. I didn't exercise any to lose my weight. Food is also a type of energy expenditure and exercise if you're eating the right kind. So every time we eat an approved meal around here, we're eating exercise on a plate, okay? And we're going to teach you that. Then we'll do my best to simplify the program today. I lost 44 pounds my first 6 weeks just eating. I didn't want to exercise. I wasn't going to do no exercise. I only started that in the last, 2 years, 3 years? Before that, there was no exercise. I lost it all without it, okay? So you don't have to change everything overnight. This is a progression. It's just trying to be a better version of you next week than you were this week, so on and so forth. Y'all know the drill. Every personal development program talks like that. We talk like that. But I want to start off, before we get into the simplified plan, I want to talk about the thing that matters most. One of the things that you have to have part of a weight loss program like this is SUPPORT, support. You have to have support from those around you. If you ain't got good people around you, you got to find a group, a peer group like this, of good people who will support you and are like-minded. If you're not surrounded by like-minded people that have the same common goals that you have, it's going to be harder to be successful. It's so funny. My son and I discovered, we spent 10 days together, and we discovered this little thing. This ain't going to make sense to some of the folks watching online. Y'all should know around here. We discovered, I rediscovered, he discovered for the first time, these prank phone call things, Roy D. Mercer. Anybody ever heard of Roy D. Mercer? That's the most ridiculous thing. But we was sitting out there laughing until we had snot bubbles popping. You know, he'd never heard nothing like that. So I done heard it. I quit laughing at it many years ago. First time I heard it, I laughed. But my son discovered it. just him. I mean, he get choked. He laughing so hard. Roy, he walk around. How big boy are you, Daddy? How big boy are you? I'm gonna come down and I'm gonna whoop your ass. I said, watch it now. He said, well, how big I'm what? So all week long we drove this woman crazy because we talking like Roy D. Mercer all week long. Now just being in that environment, it wasn't long before we driving everybody crazy talking like that. Because that's what we was doing. It was just me, him, and Sasha, and we listened to Roy D. Mercer. She's like, crazy. She's ready to listen to some, what's that woman, Nora Jones or something, but we're making her listen to Roy D. Mercer about the pharmacist and breaking off the rectal thermometer and all that stuff. It's hilarious if you never heard it. So anywho, we're talking like that. So coming home yesterday, we realized we're all talking like Roy D. Mercer. So why are we talking about? Because we've been around Roy D. all for 2 weeks. Just 2 weeks, and we already changing how we talk. So when you're in a group of people, church people, what they talking about before, during, and after church? Food. Where we gonna go eat?
Fried chicken.
Fried chicken, yeah. Fried okra, casserole. Where we going today, y'all? We're going to the Elder Paul after church, and we just preaching. Shut up. He's went over 5 minutes. We got to go to Elder Paul. We got to get there before the crowd. So when we're around that kind of environment, before long, we just kind of following the rest of the sheep. We are. That's what happens. So first of all, I'm not saying get rid of those. I'm not saying don't go to church. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying you also have to have a peer group, a group of people that's got, hey, there's the superstar right there, Larry. Hey, Dalton, y'all hear me okay? Y'all still good? Don't get too quiet on me over there now. You've got to have a group that you travel with that have those common goals. And when you're with those people that don't have those goals, you got to be aware that you don't just kind of fall in the groove with them and think like they think. Because if you think like they think, you're going to get what they got. And I'm telling you, it's bad, y'all. 2/3 of our population now fall in one of 3 categories: overweight, obese, or morbidly obese. And that comes with consequences. There goes spew. Sorry. Say it, don't spray it. The last time I did this, too, I turned around and everybody's laughing. I'm like, what y'all laughing? They said, you got ink all over your back. So you've got to realize that there's bad stuff coming with that. And it's called premature death. And long before premature death comes, your spirit, your enthusiasm, those kind of things begin to leave you too. And I think that's more important than even the physical body. You don't want your spirit to die. It's disheartening, it's discouraging when you don't feel good about yourself. It's so bad our culture is just trying to normalize us being overweight. It works for them. We'll just have to spend more money on health care and everything else. But it doesn't have to be that way. And then you're told you're going to need a pill. You're going to need a potion. You're going to need this. You're going to need that. No, you don't. You need Ingles. You need Food City. You need Kroger. You need Aldi. You need Walmart. You need a convenience store. You don't need any of that stuff. I love it when people get this stuff that keeps the lights on. You don't need none of it. Ever, never. My goodness, if you don't even have a car, you got Amazon. Amazon's got everything on there now. So there's no way you can't do this if you can get your mind right. And to get your mind right and to modify your behaviors, you also have to get your spirit right, I think. Okay? So the Bible tells me that Jesus came as what kind of animal? A lamb. He came as a lamb and was led to the slaughter. He didn't say a word. It says the lamb was dumb. He didn't say a word. He was a lamb led to the slaughter for our good, correct? And then he compares us to sheep, right? And we just kind of all follow along doing our thing. And he showed us the way, right? And was led to the slaughter. But what people miss out on when you have a rebirth, Jesus is not coming back as a lamb. He come one time as a lamb. The Bible don't say he's coming back the second time as a lamb. He's coming back as the Lion of the tribe of Judah. the root and offspring of David, and he hath prevailed. My point to you is it is in this life, at some point, you've got to have a rebirth. Now, you may be operating like a lamb. Yeah, I'll just eat whatever, whenever, just kind of fall in line, and you tell me I can't do it. I'm kind of stoppable. I'm stoppable. These little things stops me. My budget stops me. Not having time stops me. My husband, am I making you mad? I don't mean to. My husband don't support me, and that stops me. My wife don't support me, and that stops me. My thyroid stops me. My gluten-free stuff stops me. Anybody mentions gluten-free in here today? Or my gluten sensitivities. I know you got them. I know they're real. But it doesn't mean that they should stop you. You're not stoppable. You're unstoppable. Because the Bible says once we've had that rebirth, who we got in us? Jesus. He's coming back as the what? As a lamb or a lion? You're a lion. Is a lion stoppable? You're unstoppable. The only thing between you and your goal is what's between your ears and what's in here. If you want this, if you seek it hard enough and diligently enough, you'll find it. But everybody in here and watching and everybody in Dalton that's seeking some way to complicate it or seeking some way why they can't do it, you're going to find it. But if I start seeking ways how to do it, how can I simplify it? How can I make it easier? How can I have the budget for it? I'll close with this on this part. I say it all the time. It's one of the biggest excuses I hear is, I don't have the money to buy healthy food. That's the biggest cop-out ever. Hey, everybody in here knows how to lose weight without a program. If you really wanted to lose weight, what can you do right now to start seeing weight loss? What?
Stop eating.
Stop eating. Now, you just told me you broke. You should go, praise God, I finally ain't got no money left. Now I got to lose weight. I'm going to be like a bear. I done got fattened up. Now I'm going to go into hibernation. I'm not going to eat nothing. Can't have nothing. Thank you, God, for taking all my money. Now I can't buy no Doritos. Now I can't buy chicken nuggets. Praise God. So even if you've got zero budget, it's a blessing. But you can buy pinto beans, can't you? You can buy a weenie over there that's approved. There's all kinds of things that you can buy. Give me a break. If I seek a way to get this done, I'm going to get it done. When I put this on the board, try looking at it differently today. I'm seeking a way to get this done. You can be, I don't care how old you are, don't care what gender you are, the rest of your days can be the best of your days, starting today. Even if you're doing great, Sandy Gregg, today can be a new day. Again, every day's a new day, right? When I put this on the board, Sandy, can I pick on you? Sandy loves, he don't do it anyway. She loves a challenge. Like if you do this, Sandy, she said, I'm getting a little bored. Sandy, I got a challenge for you. She says, what is it? What is it? Give me the challenge. Give me the challenge. Here's the challenge, Sandy. For 3 days, just 3 days, you're going to drop 5 pounds. How many times have I done that to you? 3 days. Here's your 3-day challenge. I need you to find some drywall. I need you to put 2 tablespoons of peanut butter on the drywall, and I need you to lick it off that drywall for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner for 3 days. She'll go, I'll do it. It's new, it's exciting, it's a challenge. But if I say, Sandy, I want you to do this. I want you to get up in the morning and I want you to have a nice egg white omelet with some spinach in it. And I want you for lunch, I want you to have Wendy's chili over a side salad. She's like, regular Chabot? yeah, just regular Chabot. There's a lot more. Bigger becomes Eeyore, am I right? So here's the thing. If you want to be successful in a lasting way, you want this to be one and done. You're finally done with this. And you're going to get rid of the diet mentality altogether. You got to figure out a way to make what I'm putting on the board today new again. New again. It's new to me every day, right? It's so simple. This program is so simple. We done said You got to have support. Is there anybody in Dalton, online, or in here ain't got no support? If you don't, let it be known now. All those that don't have any support, let it be known by rising to your feet. I done been in too many Baptist conferences. Anybody online, Sasha? Everybody got support. If you don't, let Sasha know, I'll support you. Okay, I'll support you. You're going to have support. That's critical. Next, after support, you got to get your spirit right. That's simplifying. So I don't think anybody in here is special. I know I'm not special. Maybe you are, but I'm not. Because the minute you flash a chimichanga in front of me, I'm in trouble. If I can smell it, or you take me somewhere where you take me to the movie theater with that popcorn popping and that buttery smell, man, my plan's like Mike Tyson said. Everybody got a plan until they get hit. I ain't got a plan when I get there if I'm not careful. So what happens is I forget my goal. I'm going to tell you a lot, and I think you're all the same, a lot more than some mouth pleasure from some hot buttery popcorn. That might mean something to me, but it don't mean nothing to me compared to my goal. Y'all going to laugh at me. Y'all going to say I'm superficial. The first time, because I never had it. When I was a kid and people made fun of me with my shirt off, and the girls made fun of me with my shirt off and called me Chunky E.T., oh, Lord have mercy, I didn't think I'd ever get. So the first time I finally got there, took my shirt off, and I'm with her, and I'm on the beach, took my shirt off, and she said, Lord have mercy, baby, put your shirt back on. My head went. That's my goal. I don't ever want her calling me Chunky E.T. I want her to always look at me and go, her? You know, that's a goal. So that popcorn don't mean nothing to me compared to that. But how do I remember? Because in the moment when the popcorn smells good and it's popping in the butt, what happens to me? I'm forgetting all about that beach scene with her going, baby, you look so good. I'm so proud of you. Can you hold my hand locked down? I done forgot about all that. I done that popcorn there. Right. But here's what I do, because I'm not special. I know I'm going to be in a tempting situation. I pull up on my phone, my little vision board, click it, and then I hear the music. And there I see my old E.T. body. And then right beside it is my new body. And then I look at the body I want to have. And there's a picture of my bride. There's a picture of my kids. There's a picture of my group classes. There's a picture of what I want. And there's some pictures of what I don't want. I don't want the popcorn. They had to do that in the Bible, but we think we're special. They were such sinners, just like us. It said they had to have frontlets in front of their eyes with the commandments on them at all times. They forget. They see a pretty chimichanga and forget that the Bible says you cannot commit adultery. Oh, I can't do that. They had to have it in front of their face all the time. You're going to have to keep your goals. Billy, you will. Does your family love to eat? Are you around your family a lot? Lord help you. You better have them goals right in front of you. Because my mama's coming over there to me too. You think I got it easy. I don't. She's like, babe, I ain't seen you in a while. I made this Mississippi mud pie for you. I put a double chocolate fudge layer on top of it and extra marshmallows. You got to eat it while you're here, baby. You better have them goals. Or decide that you're going to live with this problem the rest of your life and be done with it. But let me get to this point too. It sounds harsh. My dad told me one time, he said, son, he said, you're not welcome in my house anymore. He said, you've been dealing with this problem. You just come over here whining and complaining. Need to lose weight, won't look, can't lose weight. Doctor said this, doctor said that. He said, I don't want to hear it anymore. You're driving me crazy. He said, I love you. If you want to be 300 pounds, I love you. You want to be 200 pounds, I love you. But this ain't nobody's fault but yours, so why are you bringing your problems here? Make a decision to love food and deal with the consequences of being an overeater. Or make a decision that you're going to start eating right and doing different and enjoy those consequences. He said, you're not even enjoying what you're doing. You're eating all the time. He said, my Lord, son, you just eat 4 hot dogs that your mama made. 4 of them. You eat 4 chili dogs sitting right here in front of my face. 4 chili dogs. And now you can't even enjoy the 4 chili dogs that you ate because you already got regret and pain over eating the 4 chili dogs. He said, so at least sit there and say, oh, them chili dogs was so good. And just enjoy it because you know it comes with a consequence. We got to decide. Which is it going to be? Is it going to be the way it's been? Or is it going to be a different way? You can't have it in between. I wish that were cold or hot, but thou art lukewarm, therefore I spew thee out of my mouth. You can't be lukewarm. You cannot, Dana, you know, you cannot have 1 foot over here in your old lifestyle, Dalton, online, and 1 foot in your new lifestyle. What happens? And I borrowed these benches, that's a lot of stuff. Just for fun. I'm just being silly. I need these 2 benches. Because I have poor articulation skills, and sometimes a picture's worth 1,000 words. Why do I quit, Travis? Why do I quit? Why do I quit? Why do I do this and I lose 10, I gain 12? Why do I do this? Well, because you got 1 foot over here in this old lifestyle, this old way of doing things, and you got 1 foot over here in Shabola's way, right? Would you help me here? Please, would you help? Okay, so here, come on, right here. Y'all gonna pull this out from under me. Not too fast, not too hard now. Just a little slide. Just a little slide. So you got 1. So here's what happened. So now I'm doing this is Shabola. This is your lifestyle. So I'm doing this. I'm doing it. Had a perfect day. And then the next day I justify ain't nobody watching. So just a few of these leftover Hershey Kisses in my desk drawer ain't gonna hurt. And I'm not gonna journal. Nobody know about it. Didn't happen. Pull just a little. Okay, so now we're still in the lifestyle. We're doing the right thing more than the wrong thing, right? And then all of a sudden I sit there and I say, I'm gonna have a perfect day. And then we have friends that say, we hadn't seen y'all in a while. When we go to El Nepal, and we go to the El Nepal, and we're sitting over there. Here comes the chips. Here comes the cheese dip. I didn't order it. They ordered the cheese dip, and then they wanted the fresh guacamole, and they're sitting there, and I'm not happy because I'm doing Shabbat lifestyle. And then Brother Melvin looks at me and says, oh, you still on that diet, ain't you? You on this chili thing. You one of them chilies. You can't have this, can you? And y'all heard me say it. I literally break into a cold sweat. I get the FOMO. Everything's in slow motion. Melvin's getting the chip up going, you can't have one, can you? And I get it and I eat it. And then what happens? Pull that. Yeah, pull. Oh, how you doing? How y'all doing? Welcome to our weight loss class today. Today we're learning how to do a split. And you're about to watch my mock skinny jeans split wide open and find out what kind of underwear I have on you. Y'all come on in. Yeah, fun. So, but in this way it is though, really. We start off 5 days on, 2 days off, 6 days on, 1 day off. Then before we know it, it's 4 days on, 3 days off. And then the 4 days ain't even perfect days anymore. They're okay days. You weren't hot or cold. You began to be lukewarm. What happens? Oh, and lifestyle's over. Right? Now, thank you for the great illustration of pre-planned and orchestrated and come across perfect. I know it did. Thank you. But that's what's happening to you. And that's why you get so discouraged. Wouldn't it be easier just to get over here? And how do you do that? Okay. Support, spirit, get your why right. You know what you want. You got your painful, your pleasurable. But then you get in, and it's either a perfect day. This is simple. Please make this new again, Sandy. It's either a perfect day or it's a holiday. Do you know how many of us aren't even enjoying the foods that are killing us? You eat them because they taste good and you don't even enjoy them anymore because you do it every day. I love crab legs. It's my favorite thing. Crab legs is my favorite thing. If you give it to me every single day, I'm going to get tired of crab legs. Y'all are tired of doing the very thing that's killing you. It's just a habit now. This will allow you to actually go back and enjoy the foods that are killing you, but they won't kill you no more because of the way the body works. So today is, what's today's day? It's Saturday. Okay? Yesterday's gone. It's gone. It's over. Half of us don't realize what we're looking at. It is not even real. This is not real. The Bible tells us that. This is less real than the thereafter. The spirit realm's that's real. That's why the Bible says the death of one's better than the birth of one. The end of a thing's better than the beginning of a thing. We need to end our old lifestyle and begin a new one. Things will be better. End it. Start anew. There is no yesterday. There is no tomorrow. There is the day of salvation this day. It's either going to be a perfect day or holiday. I don't know about you, but perfect sounds good. Holiday sounds good too. I like holidays. You don't like holidays? It's not a blow-it day. You stay within the boundaries of the program. Here's the days that you go and you have those El Nopal chips. You do it in your new lean body, and then there's your brother Melvin. Hey, Melvin. There's Brother Melvin, and now you're lean and you're slim and you're eating the chips. How do you do that and eat those chips? I go, I don't know. I just got it like that. But it's because I don't do that every day anymore. And I guarantee you I'm enjoying it more than the person that does it every day. This is a beautiful thing. If you're talking about the weight loss part of the program, what makes it work? It's adopting this, being all in. You cannot turn these perfect days into okay days. If there's so-so days, okay days, if you're not supposed to have white bread, but you have white bread, I don't care that your sandwich is 200 calories. That's a holiday because you spiked your blood sugar too much. Now you've got too much insulin. Understanding that a holiday creates too much insulin to lose weight. What do we call insulin? The fat bus. And y'all know hormones are shrunk. How many of you have ever been told, well, you got this kind of hormone that's out of whack or that kind of hormone that's out of whack? Anybody been told that? Hormones are powerful, okay? They're extremely powerful. Testosterone's powerful. Estrogen's powerful. The most powerful of all hormones is insulin. That's why we call it the fat bus. And if you've got high levels of insulin in your system, I don't care what you're doing with your calories up and down, you're not going to lose fat efficiently. You can lose muscle efficiently, but you're not going to lose fat efficiently. This is how much space 5 pounds of fat takes up on the body. This is how much space 10 pounds of muscle takes up on the body. That's amazing. That's amazing. You don't want to lose this. People want to lose weight. You don't want to lose this. This is generating your metabolism. You need to preserve it. You know how you preserve it? Number one way, get in the right amounts of protein and getting enough amino acids via enough protein. You know what the next way is? Use it or you'll lose it. That's how you preserve your muscle. We want to starve this stuff off. We want it to broil. We want to walk around and people hear a broiling, fat burning sound. What's that sound? Every time I get around you, I hear something broiling. What? It's my thighs. It's my boots. I'm burning it. In order to burn fat efficiently, you cannot have too much of this growth hormone, this fat storage hormone running through your system. It stops fat burning. It stores fat. It elevates appetite. Travis, I don't understand my appetite. My appetite's through the roof all the time. It's because you're up and down with these perfect days, blow-it days, you're going to have an appetite. That's why there's a commercial, bet you can't eat just one. Why do we say you can't even lick the cheese dust off a Dorito? Because if you've ever tried to lick one, after the lick goes the crunch, after the crunch goes the bag. You can't stop. And a lot of it's because of insulin. So the program, whatever you choose, it had better help you. It better not just be a calorie thing. It had better help you control insulin and neutralize it. How many of these perfect days does it take for you and I to control insulin? 2. How long have we been living this way, the wrong way? But in only 2 days, We just said this in the elite meeting. We went through 9 different meals, just 9. There's thousands of meals. We went through 9, and they all agreed, we agreed with one another, that if we could just go to an island and focus on these 9 delicious meals, well, shoot, we would lose all the weight we wanted to lose, but yet we get thousands of approved meals where we can lose all that we want to lose. So what is the problem? What is the problem? We start looking around at what we can't have instead of what we can have. All you have to do is learn what you can have, focus on what you can have, not on what you can't have, and in 2 days, you're an efficient fat burner. You're correcting the problem. We also said if we went to a physician and the physician said, got news for you. You're sick. There's a cure for this sickness that you've got. You're going to have to eat at Chick-fil-A. You're going to have to eat fried chicken nuggets at Chick-fil-A with a side salad. The other cure is Wendy's chili over some lettuce. The other cure is an approved hamburger. Maybe even some lemon pepper chicken wings with some celery. The other cure is to die for a roast. This and that and the other. And they go through, these foods will cure you. What would you all do? Hallelujah! Hallelujah! I'm saved! Do you see where it's in the mind? You're being tempted with stuff. The devil's tempting you with stuff. He's tempting you with stuff you don't even like that much and killing you with things you don't even like that much. Focus on what you can have. Control the insulin. To do all this, we have to drink our water. I said I was going to simplify it. Y'all do. He's doing the same thing he does all the time. It works. It works. Water. How much water do you have to drink a day? Do I have any of you that go, ooh, I just can't drink water? Let me pick on you. Okay, so we got to drink our water. Water in, fat out, water in, poop out. If waste ain't coming out, the weight won't come off. This is what keeps us clean. Keeps our liver clean. Keeps our liver efficiently burning fat. So we got to drink our water. But it doesn't mean you can't have other beverages. Daniel, what's the beverage you like out of that's not water? That you drink on the program?
Diet Dr. Pepper.
Can she have a Diet Dr. Pepper? Yes. Now, somebody's going to tell Dana. They're going to say, Dana, you shouldn't be drinking Diet Dr. Peppers. That Diet Dr. Pepper's got aspartame in it. That stuff's going to make you gain weight. While you're shrinking, while they're shrinking, they're going to tell you this, right? They're going to say, you need to go out there and catch you some free-roaming chickens and hug some trees and things like that. But yet they're sitting there telling you all this stuff, and they themselves can't lose weight. So you can have Diet Dr. Pepper. What else can you have? Can you have coffee?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. What else can you have?
Coke Zero, Diet Coke.
Coke Zero, Diet Coke. We're not promoting it, but we're saying you can have it and still lose weight, y'all. Can I have Crystal Light?
Yeah.
There's plenty of things you can have, but you don't want to get your calories, other than negligible amounts, you don't want to get your calories from liquids. There's a reason for that. Next, you've got a journal. Anybody not journaling? I won't look. If you're not journaling, please raise your hand and look at one another so that you can all identify who the bad people are. I didn't catch nobody. You got a journal. I'm telling you, somebody was sharing with me this morning, they started journaling. Who was it? And it was Tony. Tony, fine, he's fine. Started journaling. I come in, I was shocked because see, I hadn't seen him in a while. And he's always looked good to me. Buff, always what I wanted to be and wasn't. And I walk in, I look at him, I said, goodness gracious, man. He said, I know, I lost weight. He looks great. He looks great. He was telling me, he's listening, isn't he? He was telling me 20 pounds or whatever it was, all in muscles, doing his handstand push-ups. He's like, I don't need to lose no more weight. Now he's lost more weight, and he's like, I feel good. I knew that I would now. And he shared with me that he journaled. is so important. Now, do you have to write down Diet Dr. Pepper? No. But if it's got calories in it, write it down. Write it in that journal. When someone tells me, Travis, I've hit a plateau and I'm not losing weight, the conversation always goes this way. I go, where's your journal? Let me see your journal. We'll fix it. Y'all believe I can fix it? If I see your journal, I believe I can fix it. We'll fix it. May take us a little time. We'll fix it. We'll figure it out. They go, well, I don't have a journal. Well, I know what I ate. I said, you don't know what you ate if you didn't write it down. I know you don't know what you ate if you didn't write it down, because after a day or two, I can't remember what I ate. So I know that you can't. Oh, I know exactly what I ate. Then they start telling me, and I say, all right, let me write down. Tell me what you think you ate. And I start writing down, I'm like, none of this is right. You ain't gonna be eating none of this. You got a journal. You got a journal. Next is the food combinations, which is the main thing, okay, as far as helping you control insulin and lose the weight. You got to eat in the right food combinations and portions and timing. This is how we have a perfect day. So let's talk about combinations and portions, because this is what I wanted to simplify. We're making this so hard. Not you per se, but as a group, we make this so hard. We don't need 4, 5, 6, 7 meals a day. We don't need 4, 5, 6 eating episodes a day. 3 eating episodes a day. It's an episode or an event. It's an event. 3 eating events a day. That's plenty. Anybody in their right and reasonable mind, if you're reasonable, understands that 3 times in a 24-hour period is plenty. We sleep on average, what, 6, 7 hours? Let's just say 6. Okay, you take 6, some sleep more than that. So that leaves 18 hours. You've got 18 waking hours. What do you want to do? Spend all 18 of them eating? Ain't we got things to do other than just eat? Ain't we got some hobbies? Ain't we got some work? Ain't we got some other things we can do? There's other things we can do to occupy our mind. Food's just a cheap way, an easy way, and an instant gratification way to occupy a bored mind. That's all it is. So you got 18 hours that we're worried about in this one perfect day that we got to have. All we got to do is win over the course of 18 hours. And I didn't say, Billy, you can't have anything for 18 hours. I said, you get how many eating episodes? 3. So here's my 3 plates. Boom, boom, and boom. Timing, I ain't even worried about it, because I'm only getting 3 events. There's a way to optimize your timing and get a better result, but who cares? I'm up 18 hours, I get 3 meals. You want to eat them at 12 p.m., 1 p.m., 2 p.m., go for it, but then you're done. Okay? It is optimal to spread these meals out 6 hours, but unnecessary to have a perfect day. So I've got portion control plates, or I use the hand rule. Okay? Boom. All right? Boom. Boom. I'm not getting it up on the trough borders. It's right there. It's real neat on the plate. It ain't piled up like this. You got to carry it like this to the table, or your ribs is hanging off like that, and you're singing, baby back, ribs. We're probably not going to lose any weight. Got to portion control these things. Does it make sense to eat more than this portion control of food and really put that in there and expand your stomach, just like putting water in a balloon until it's pop goes the weasel and the weasel goes pop? How many of you sit there and you feel that thing stretched? You can't see it, but inside of you, you feel that pouch and you feel it stretched. Does anybody ever eat till they're miserable? Why do we do that? It's so weird. That's weird. I mean, there's things that hurt in my body. My back hurts. My son elbowed me in the throat playing basketball, made me vomit. It's still sore. That hurt. I did not do that to myself on purpose. If I sit at a table and I consume way more food than I need at that one eating event, like I'm never going to get another eating episode over 18 hours, it's misery. It's painful. It's awful. It's a disgusting feeling. Why do we do that? I'm just asking. Don't get mad at me. I'm just asking. These are things I ask myself in my own journal. So I can have breakfast for the Father, lunch for the Son, dinner for the Holy Spirit. If you ain't into that, don't bother me. Okay? So I'm going to commit myself to doing right, taking care of my temple. How many days a month? 24 to 25 perfect days to correct my problem. After my problem's corrected, all I need is about 18 perfect days a month. That leaves 12 holidays a month. Is everybody with me there? This is so simple. So I get up, and am I going to eat stuff I hate or eat stuff I love that's approved? I'm going to eat what I like. I found enough that I like. Hey, this ain't Nutrisystem. This ain't Nutrisystem. I don't know if y'all have ever bought any Nutrisystem. That stuff the Osmond girl talks about. I don't know if you ever got on them commercials. That stuff look good. When you get it in, it don't look that good. But guess what? Nutrisystem is approved on our program. Could you stick with Nutrisystem the rest of your life and enjoy that and eat nothing else? You're not learning anything. I love Mighty Muffins, but if you told me I had to eat a Mighty Muffin, that's all I could have the rest of my life, I'd probably just ask to go on and be with the Lord, because I probably would. If that's all you gave me, that would be misery. At least give me 5 or 6 items, right? Give me something. So you got great breakfast, great lunches, great dinners that's going to control insulin. I want a whole food window. If you know your combinations, right? So what would be a category 1 and 2 breakfast I could have that would be delicious?
Egg white omelet.
Egg white omelet and spinach. Could I have a Mighty Muffin? Wouldn't be a 1 and 2, but could I have 2 eggs and a Carb Quick biscuit?
Oh, yeah.
Could I have 2 eggs, a Carb Quick biscuit, and a piece of turkey bacon?
Yep.
It's easy.
You could even make your own egg white delight.
Egg white delight, and who is that? McDonald's that has it?
McDonald's does that, but we do ours.
Do your own on a Thomas Light muffin. Is there more than one approved bread? How many Thrivers I got watching that used to do Thrive? Any Thrivers? Dana, you was at Thrive for a while. Can you vouch for me and say I'm not making this up? At Thrive, we heard this. I could do it, but there's not enough variety. Now with Shaboth, we hear I could do it, but there's just way too much variety. I give up. So we got more than 100 approved breads. 138 approved breads that have enough protein and fiber to control insulin. What does it taste like? Bread. So why would I eat white bread? Why is the bread quicker than dead? Why would I ever eat white bread? Because it's there. It's there, Brother Travis. Want to eat it. Well, so is Johnny Toilet Bowl Cleaner. It's poison too. All right. So egg white, spinach omelet. We got that. What about lunch? Give me a 1, 2, 3. You can have a 1, 2, 3. Give me a 1, 2, 3.
Approved lunch and
Say that again.
Olay wrap.
Olay wrap.
Lunch meat. So category 1 lunch meat.
So you got a turkey wrap, approved ingredients, and you got you some Quest tater chips.
Yep.
Sandwich and chips. Anybody ever had a sandwich and chips? Here's what your sandwich and chips used to do. You had it on white bread, and you had Pringles, and you had fatty cheese, and maybe or maybe not the wrong kind of meat. But then that fatty cheese and the mayonnaise and all the wrong stuff that you eat, and it created these fat lipids. You got fat lipids. They could be used as an energy source, and they could dissipate as heat and go away. There they sit like little worms. They're just sitting there. But you eat the white bread. The whiter the bread, the quicker you're dead. Boom! Blood sugar goes through the roof. Pancreas secretes the fat bus. The fat bus locks on to all the fat lipids before the body can even use them. And then it's going to make a beeline for little garages called fat cells. And for me, it's usually on my butt. Plants them right there. I keep doing that, and what happens? I get a big old butt. But if I do this, here's why. Quest chips are protein. We slow down the fat bus. They're just protein. We got the turkey, just protein. We got the wrap, that's low carbohydrate and filled with protein and fiber to further shut down the insulin. Still tastes the same. But I don't get this effect. In fact, because I don't get this blood sugar impact, and I'm already inefficient fat burning, these lipids are sitting there, and the body needs these lipids because you're already in a calorie deficit because you're following the program. It'll just dissipate them as heat and they go away. No problem. Exercise on the plate. Somebody says, how'd you lose your weight? Don't tell them about the program. Don't tell them. Just say, I exercise. I exercise 3 times a day. They say, hey, boy, that's this. Yeah. Exercise, exercise, exercise. So I got a 1, 2, 3. So let's say it's whole food, though, because we got people watching. Let's say it's whole food. What's your favorite carbohydrate that's a real food? Anybody? You like sweet potato. So I learned how to have a sweet potato. Sweet potato, what have I got to have with the sweet potato to make it work? I got pork tenderloin and some green beans, somebody said. Perfect meal. What are we going to do for dinner?
Chicken breast.
Chicken breast you could do. What would you have with your chicken breast? Eat your leftover green beans, you could do that. Could I have approved spaghetti? Could I have approved pizza?
Yeah, but I'm wanting some fruit.
You want some fruit? What would you have? How would you have your apple? Huh? How would you have it?
With a 1 and 2.
Travis, I thought you was going to simplify this. Now watch this. Now I'm going to simplify. And then y'all want to go because y'all want to eat. Good to see you, Beth. Where's that young man that's doing so good? Come up here, champ. Come up, champ, champ. Come on.
He's scared of you. He's all soft.
Oh, we like Sasha. Sasha, can you get him?
He can't stop now. I'm sorry, Travis.
Tell him we're proud of him. That young man lost 4 pounds this week.
Let me erase this. He is Team Sasha. I'm sorry.
I'm Team Sasha too. If you hadn't noticed, I look like old Billy Bob Thornton.
Well, he's like,
So-
you see the videos that he watches, like, so at the doctor said, well, did you get to go out and see Travis? I told myself, I've known Travis forever. And Ashton said,
You give him a hug, tell him he's not the only one that feels that way. She's been bragging about that for a week.
I told her, I sent her a message, I said, tell him that he is Team Sasha. He doesn't, nothing about Travis. I said, I've known Travis longer, but he's all Team Sasha.
But tell him I'm proud of him.
He's always, everything is Sasha okay with it.
Oh,
You got him good. Thank
You
you.
tell them congratulations.
All right, thank you.
So- This part right here, y'all, is where people get confused if they're going to get confused. Otherwise, all you're doing is having a perfect day by following these rules. Is everybody online and in Dalton? Y'all agree this is easy if you get your mind right?
Yep.
Can I see hands over in Dalton? They fell asleep. Love y'all. Jason's there. So this is easy. And by the way, you got Jason that's watching there. Y'all don't think this works? Jason's lost over 100 pounds. Cindy, she's lost, I think, 70, 80, 90, maybe more now. It works with Jason. Tony's lost weight. Sasha's lost almost 50. Kim's lost weight. I've lost over 100. It works. And then you're volunteering here and you lost how many? 50. It works. Do you follow this shield though, Patricia?
Oh, yeah. And when I got the maintenance before, since I've been here for 4 years, I quit journaling, and guess what?
You quit journaling, you gained some of your
Some
weight
of the
back.
weight. I've maintained
Larry
up
too.
here, but up here.
You
this is
will.
when-
You will. I don't know. I yet to run into anybody that can keep all their weight off that had a weight problem, formerly had a weight problem without a journal.
And the thing about it is, we didn't have an app when I first got there, and the app greatly simplifies for me because I have my phone with me and I take a picture, put it in the app.
Bear with me. I don't get to teach much, so I want to get you while I can. Part 2, but I won't go with 5 minutes. How many foods, Patricia, just short answer, how many foods in these 7 categories?
All of them.
How many foods are there in each category though?
Oh, probably hundreds. I don't know.
Hundreds. So whatever I put on here for time's sake is representative of many, 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 many others. But here's how simple food combining is. You learn your food combinations. You can have a 1 plus 2. You can have a 1 plus 2 plus 3. You can have a 1 plus 2 plus 5. You can have a 4 plus 2. You can have a 7 plus 2. Now, there's 26 food combinations. The reason I put these up here, you can live your life with just those. So once you master those few, and then what it means, if I say 1 and 2, I have kids that learn this so fast, telling their parents how to do it. Because we're all like, what? I got out of school. I don't have time for this. 1 plus 2, do y'all understand that it might mean you can take an item from here and put it with an item from here? Do we all understand that 1, 2, 3 means I can take an item from here and an item from here and put it with an item from here on those portion plates that I showed you? So it's simple, right? That is simple. It's not algebra. It's actually just addition and subtraction. So with just these few combinations, I've got it made. Does anybody like chicken breast? Does anybody like turkey breast? Does anybody like pork tenderloin? Does anybody like egg whites? Does anybody like fish? Does anybody like Hebrew National Franks, hot dog franks? Does anybody like 96% lean ground meat? Does anybody like low-fat cottage cheese? Does anybody like Greek plain yogurt? And we could go on. Does anybody like Kroger Carmaster milk? Fat-free Fairlife milk. So this list will go on and on and on. But let's just put that there. Category 2, fibrous carb. Does anybody like green leafy vegetables? Does anybody like cabbage, which is a green leafy? Does anybody like broccoli? Does anybody like squash? Anybody like cucumbers? Anybody like okra? Anybody like bell peppers? Green beans, zucchini? We like some, you don't have to have all these. Nowhere in the Shibboleth book does it say you have to have all these foods. You're just checking off the things that you like. Complex carbohydrate. Does anybody like taters? Does anybody like corn? Does anybody like long grain brown rice? Does anybody like limas? Anybody like peas?
Tomatoes.
Anybody like tomatoes? Anybody like carrots? And I could go on and on and on. Category 4, protein plus fat. Anybody like whole eggs? Does anyone like steak? Does anybody like ribs? Anybody like chicken wings? All right. I like that. Whoever said, of course. Of course, man. Who don't, right? Does anybody like apples? Anybody like oranges? Anybody like grapefruit? Berries? Melon? Of course. Anybody like peanut butter? Anybody like nuts and seeds?
Wendy's too.
Anybody like pintos? Black beans, red beans? Anybody like some shrimp? Crab? Lobster? Etc. Condiments, all we got to do is choose condiments that have 5 grams of sugar or less. We prefer you keep condiment calories to 0, but if you're going to choose one, make sure you use 50 calories or less of the condiment. Make sure that condiment has 5 grams of sugar or less. Beverages we've tackled. So now, if I wanted a 1, 2, 3, what's a 1, 2, 3 I could have? We'll close. Chicken breast, green beans, and tomatoes. Beautiful. I want a 1, 2, 5. What could I have? Pork tenderloin.
Oh, I'm sorry. Squash
Squash.
and blueberries.
Blueberries. Could I put some fat-free Cool Whip on the berries as a condiment and have it as dessert? Because fat-free Cool Whip has 5 grams of sugar or less. And we're just using a little bit of it. Okay, what about a 4 and a 2? Could I have a ribeye? The right portion of ribeye with a green leafy veggie salad, with a salad dressing that's 5 grams of sugar or less, 50 calories or less, light Italian dressing. So if you do that, what I'm telling you, if you do that consistently, and you do that 24 to 25 days a month, problem solved in just a few months. Problem solved. Problem's over. Anybody reduced or eliminated their blood pressure medicine? I have. Anybody gotten off their pre-diabetes or type 2 diabetes medication? I have. Anybody got off acid reflux medication? I have. High cholesterol medication? I have. Depression medication? I have. I dealt with that problem 30 years. And I'm not a good teacher of this information. I'm probably the weakest teacher. God should have chose somebody else. I guess God shouldn't do anything because God knows what God's doing, but He chooses the fools of this world. You know what I like to say, right? Right? A fool with a plan is better than a wise man without one. Lots of people could teach this better, but nobody could teach it with more passion. Because I know this will save your life. And if it's not a situation so dire, I know that it will improve the quality of your life beyond any reasonable expectation if you'll just live this 24 to 25 days a month exactly. The Bible says a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. Do y'all know what that means? If I put just a little yeast in the bread will rise. Right? A little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. So if I say, I'm just going to do part of this, we lose the whole power of it. I'm going to do all of this. Then you got to ask yourself, is this going to be too hard to do? Is it just going to be too hard to have a perfect day? What have I said that's too hard? So it is doable, very doable. Can you eat at any fast food restaurant, any family style restaurant, at your granny's? Thousands of recipes. Have you looked to see how many recipes there was? It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. Getting that weight off will make you, it'll change your life. It really will. Questions, comments, anybody? Thanks for putting up with me for so long. Simple plan. All you got to do, too, is watch the daily doses. Anybody watch those stupid videos? I watch those things. I'm scared to watch them. I said, God, that looks awful. That is horrible. But the information in there is good. If you watch the daily doses and earn that phase 1 badge, you will have mastered the phase 1 program and you'll do well. Any questions? Anybody? Thank you guys online. Thank you. Love you, Dalton. Thank you, Stella. Do what? No, I didn't stop it. I can't.
Hey. Hey,
Jason, anybody got a question?
we ain't got questions. We just telling you hey and love you too. There you.
Billy Bob loves you.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
The MCT with a lean protein.